Welcome back to the channel. Doing something different today. The race season is over, so I have decided to apply a ceramic coating to my car to protect it during the winter. So today I'm going to be taking you through those steps. First, I'm just wiping down the panel with some isopropyl alcohol. The paint's already been cleaned and decontaminated off camera, so we're ready to move on to the polishing step. So this is just to remove any final wax residues that might be on the paint before we go ahead and start polishing. Once it's been wiped down, I'm just going to take my Porter Cable dual action polisher as well as the compound I'm using. You can use whichever one you like. I'm just trying out this Griot's Complete compound, and I'm using a foam finishing pad from Griot's Garage. I like to just apply a little bit of product onto the pad and then rub it in just to get the product distributed evenly over the surface. And then after I've done that, I like to take about 4 small dots on either side of the pad and then work it into the paint at speed 1. Once it's worked into the paint, I move the speed up to 5, and then I make about 4 to 5 passes in a crosshatch pattern. Now, after I did the hood, I realized that I wasn't really happy with the results I was getting, so I kept using the same chemical, the Griot's Complete compound, but I switched to a Meguiar's red foam cutting pad, and I was getting a much better result with that, so I went with that for the rest of the vehicle. So once you've made your passes, wipe the product off right away. You don't want to let it dry and harden on the paint. And then once you've wiped it, take it's best to do this in the dark, so you turn the lights off in the garage or wherever you're working, and then you take a single source of light, like maybe your phone flashlight, or if you have a separate flashlight that works too, and then you look at the paint because you want to check for swirls and scratches and make sure that the paint has been corrected to the level that you'd like it to be. And for these smaller or more intricate areas of the car, I used the same chemical, but I used a orange cutting pad by hand to cut the paint down. Now, normally I don't buy into companies like prep sprays or prep products because most of the time I just find them to be just as effective as isopropyl alcohol and water, but like 5 times more expensive. But in this case, I wanted to give the ceramic coating the best chance possible, so I used Ethos Detox to prep the surface after I was done polishing to remove any of the polishing oil and residue that might still be there before I go ahead and apply the coating. Now our panel is prepped, so we can move on to the coating. First things first, always wear gloves when dealing with ceramic coatings or any detailing chemical. Now I'm just shaking up the product per the instructions, and then I'm going to apply a few drops to my foam applicator pad to prime it. Once the ceramic coating has been applied to the applicator pad, I'm just going to work over the surface of the paint using smooth straight lines slightly overlapping with each pass to apply a very thin layer to the paint. Once you apply it, it's going to start rainbowing, and once the rainbowing effect starts to fade, that's when you want to wipe it off. If you wait too long, it's going to be very difficult to remove. So yeah, once the rainbowing effect starts to fade, wipe it right away and it'll come off nice and easy. In total, it took me about an hour to coat my whole vehicle. Once the coating is applied, you want to keep the car from getting wet for at least 48 hours while the coating cures. After that, you can take it outside, drive it around, get it wet. It will continue to cure for about 5 days, but you can get it wet after the initial 48-hour period. So at the time of me recording this, it was past the 48-hour window, so I went ahead and took the car outside to take some pictures, and as you can see, it looks absolutely incredible. The gloss and shine is just unbelievable. So what I plan to do now is once a month I'm going to do maintenance washes using the recommended products per Ethos, and I'm just going to see how long this coating lasts. It claims 3+ years of protection on the package, so we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.